Once, a few years ago, a train was traveling through the English countryside. This was in the days when trains had small compartments, and in one particular compartment there were 4 people. There was a young lady, quite pretty, who looked like a student or someone who was starting her first job. There was an old lady dressed in black with bags and magazines and knitting. There was an army officer in his mid-30s, immaculately dressed in his uniform and very steam and proper in his manner. Finally, there was a young cockney, casually dressed, with a sparkle in his eyes and ever ready to have a job. It was quite obvious that both men were attracted to the young girl, though the officer wouldn't certainly show himself, and the cockney felt inhibited by the presence of the others. Suddenly, the train went into a tunnel. The lights had not been put on, so for half a minute the carriage was in complete darkness, and in the darkness came the sound of a large kiss, followed immediately by a loud slap. What had taken place while the train was in the tunnel? When the train finally emerged and it was light again in the carriage, there for all to see was the officer with a bleeding nose and a swollen eye. The old lady, seeing this, thought to herself, what a brave young lady who dared to hit the officer for stealing a kiss in such a cowardly way. And the young lady, seeing the suffering of the officer, was puzzled. How strange, she thought, that the officer should kiss the old lady and not me. And the poor officer, of course, in more than a little pain and embarrassment, considered to himself, that cockney is quite a clever chap. He kissed the girl and the girl hit me. And the cockney silently laughed to himself at the trick he'd played. I am a clever chap. I kissed the back of my hand, hit the officer in the face, and nobody said a word.